Oh, what's up guys? Playing Joking Brother here and welcome to another episode of Road to Rank where I climb the online ladder and provide a commentary as I go. So in this episode we'll continue our escalation with Baduruu, Fire Baduruu. As you can see the list here, and this deck it relies on the power of the Splatter Crown Return Scroll combo together with the racksul Warped Desert. So if you missed the explanation, please be sure to see the previous video in which I well explained the composition of this deck. So for this episode we'll jump in our battles. So let's prove another time that locations are pretty nice. Probably they need some edits to become really present in the metagame. I think that racksul Warped Desert is a really nice location and combos well with a lot of decks. Maybe people didn't find enough combos with this kind of location. Alright, we are playing against Jericho, probably an Ember's Jericho. So I'll probably so this is not really a nice match for this deck. I'm probably going to play full weapons this kind of match, so it will be pretty annoying in my opinion. It depends on what he does, but of course I can't go creators against this kind of deck, of course. Strictly depends on what he's playing. I know if with 40 cards he's playing any ally, probably only 4 General of Anaxio, but yeah. Let's see what he's going to do. If you play, of course, that is the only way, competitive way to play Ember's Jericho. But we see the Odin Knight, so probably this deck is okay. So I'm playing my Brimstone Devourer. Hope this is not a, might be Templar Jericho, but yeah, with 40 cards Templar Jericho is so strange. Well, we're gonna see. So he's going straight for face, trying to gather some resources. Of course he's gonna gather his resources. So I'm playing my First Blood Cultist, or not. Maybe I'm losing too much. Let's see. No, I'm going to play this. Yeah, of course we get the Grander's Double. So now Jericho has a ton of resources, and we are going straight for the face, hoping that we can get a nice rush before he does his things. I don't know. Maybe he didn't draw his combo pieces. Of course in this deck we don't have any kind of attachment removal like Rapacious Vermin. So this deck is something like I go straight for my combo. If you do something, well, I can't do much. So okay, our opponent plays out another Devoted Knight, so probably I'm going for this. Maybe I can draw another 3-drop, or yeah. This is a nice Gravemonger. So the following turn probably I'm going for Infernus. Not playing racksul right now because I don't need. So this Gravemonger might be useful, especially to recover my weapon. So this deck, generally in Baduruu you want to play 7 weapons in your deck, but this deck, which doesn't really rely on full weapons, has only a 6 weapons. So sometimes you're not really doing much. So okay, our opponent draws a lot, so I'm just trying to do something. Probably at this point he wants to Tidal Wave, of course, but well, if he Tidal Waves I'm probably going only with creators, only with weapons, sorry. I only see 4 knights, so yeah, Zalin. So at this point what I'll do is just Yeah, go to weapons, of course it will heal a lot. So let's see what it does. I can't afford to go for only weapon this time, so I just try to swarm my creatures as much as I can. So of course my opponent is probably not playing creatures anymore, so I absolutely have to do something at this point. So for now I'm discarding Lila and Nexus, but of course with the Grimmonger I can recover. Probably I'm going with the Grimgust. Yeah, trying to go for face. Yeah, but my opponent at this point can just Tidal Wave. What you can do? He's going for Embers. Sever Ties, so he can just do it 2 times. This is really annoying, of course. So he heals a lot and deals a ton of damage. So he also draws like another couple of cards. Forgiveness. So yeah, he's not going for the Tidal Wave. Maybe he doesn't have one. He didn't expect me to have so many creators, but yeah, of course I'm not putting so much damage, so much pressure. So he's not forced to go for the Tidal Waiver now. He can also Embers of the Just the next turn. So yeah, I absolutely need the weapon. But yeah, as you can see, since he doesn't play many creators, he basically doesn't have to go for creators. What I can do is just target and scroll to recover 1 creator, but yeah, at this point there's not much I can do. He healed too much. And done. I will go for this. And of course I deal my 6 damage. We only draw 1 weapon though. So yeah, this puts us in a really awkward position. With only 9 to 5 health remaining. So let's see, of course he deals his damage. And we can do more. And of course his Tidal Waves. But the problem is now, well, do I Gravemonger or not? Well, probably I do. So I recover my, my weapon. Well, as you can see, there's not much I can do. I will just attack. But if he has forgivenesses and stuff like that, of course he has only 3 Embers of the Just off from my death. So there's nothing much I can interact with the Jericho. Of course this is an ally based deck, not a weapon based. So of course Jericho with his combo is absolutely too strong to handle for me. But let's see. Okay, he Severed Ties, so he does his combo. If he has another Severed Ties, he can right away win. He played 3 Severed Ties if I remember well. So, Sorcerer of India. Why is he a Sorcerer of India right now? What is going to do? So we are getting another 4 damage the next turn. So what we can recover from the graveyard? Basically nothing. Okay, I'm gonna skip. Yeah, what I can do is just target down this. And depends if he has another Tidal Wave. We have another weapon, of course, in our end. Let's see what he can do. Well, of course, the fact that he has also some creatures interferes somehow with our combo. Of course, I don't think he can, without another Sever Ties, deal the killing blow. Maybe he has a Hasted Ally in his deck. So of course I have little in my board, but obviously depends on what he has. Maybe an Instance of Atonement, and well, he has a Visca. So of course nothing I could do here. Well, pretty much destroyed by Embers. Yeah, pretty much it's a very strange Jericho deck. But yeah, let's see if we can do something. Oh, finally we find a rogue, which we didn't find in the previous episode. As I said, this deck is quite nice against rogues. So for this time I'm going to discard Grimgust. Hopefully, as you can see, Ember's Jericho is really hard to interact with. I also played sometimes Jericho in tournaments when I needed a win. And yeah, probably Embers is going to be reworked for this, because you can't really interact with the combo, so you can't do much to stop that if you're playing allies. So basically Jericho pretty much destroys every kind of allied based deck, and well, you can't do anything again to stop that if your strategy relies only on allies, of course. And there are various builds of Jericho. The one we saw was really annoying. Well, not one of the most annoying in my opinion. So at least we interacted with this board. But yeah, all Jericho is not so fun to play against, especially if your deck relies heavily on allies. So let's see. Our opponent is playing a standard guard with Priest of the Lights. So let's see what he's going to do. He's not doing much. Probably in the following turn he's going to play an Ankle Breaker for sure. So I'm just going to discard this Greymonger to get a racksul, but if we don't get one. So the following turn we're just going to be for the Grundles double, and hopefully we can take down that Ankle Breaker. We have 3 Grundles doubles, so yeah, of course, even if he destroys one, I'm going to play the other two even with 6 mana. That's not the problem. So, but our opponent is going Sabrine and is going to kill one of our allies, of course. Discarding 1 card and drawing 2. Oh. Yeah, of course he's doing a nice trade here, but yeah, Sabrine taking 1 damage from the Flame Spitter, that is really important, so we can kill it with our Grundles double. So yeah, our opponent playing nice here, but our Grundles double helping us a lot. So we're going to play Flameborn Defiler and attacking. We didn't draw any kind of draw engine. Hopefully, I hope we can get some, like a racksul or a Hunter's Gambit. Of course, our opponent right now is going to Stuff Thief or Grundles double, or yeah, Ankle Breaker. So killing our Flameborn Defiler. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this, or no, okay. We have a nice Hunter's Gambit, so I'm not going to attack into the Ankle Breaker, so I force him to use it against my First Blood Cultist to mitigate the damage I can do the following turn. We draw also a nice The Perfect Shot, which might be really important for a big creator here, so hit the list. Of course he attacks with the Ankle Breaker, but yeah, this turn I'm going to play my Grundles double with the full cost to destroy his Ankle Breaker and force him to play something else. This match is really going pretty straightforward. My opponent doing absolutely nothing. I don't know why. And let's see, another ankle breaker, of course. So he attacks to draw something, because probably he doesn't have anything. And hope he played the creator, so we could draw with our 100 gambit. I'm probably keeping my perfect shot here, just going to play the Flameborn Defiler and shred some damage from the ankle breaker. I'm also drawing one more card for the Grand Double effect, and we draw a Fast Blood Cultist, which is absolutely nice here. We didn't get the racksul, but there's not much of a problem here. We have a really nice hand, we can pretty much deal with anything. Probably I see the Stop Thief coming on this Grand Double. I don't know. No, Sorcerer of Enga. Nice. And yeah, I see our opponent deal with this Flameborn Defiler. Let's see what we can do here. Huh, this is really nice, but we don't have enough mana. So I'm discarding the perfect shot. We don't have the racksul. So let's see. We are drawing a ton of cards here. So if you draw the racksul, would be really nice, so you can recover something. We don't get the racksul, but I'm still going to exile something like this one to deal with that. Hey, our opponent has nothing on the board, barring the ankle breaker. No shadow energy to deal with the... It looks like our 3 racksul are in the last 13 cards. That's really annoying. Okay, we see a Priest of the Light. And it is. Okay, so I don't really want my opponent to draw out of that, so probably... Oh, wait, I can just play this and then exile. So my opponent takes 3 damage. Yes. Yeah, this is really nice. And I can just attack. So even if he has a Stop Thief to deal with my weapon, there's not much he can do, because we have a 6/6 on the board, which is absolutely scary. And he doesn't have another ankle breaker, but he has. But well, I can't complain, of course. He had a lot of bad luck, in my opinion. He didn't draw anything. So what I'm going to do is just go straight for creators and shred his weapon to that. So I'm just attacking with this, so he doesn't get the... So he can kill my... Well, of course he can, because he has his hero power. Let's see what he's going to do. Of course, the following turn I have enough damage to deal with him. I also have my hero power to drop the hammer crossbow. Ooh, Guard Concoction. I didn't see that coming, I don't know why. He could attack with his weapon, because Guard Concoction, of course, exhausts your hero, so you can't attack. You're probably saving 1 of weapon. But yeah, of course, we take this match. Our opponent didn't do really anything this match. I didn't see creators or something like that. Yeah, just 1 turn for... Yeah, maybe we saw 4 creators, 2 Priests of the Light, 1 Sorcerer of Enga, and 1 Aldon the Brave. We saw 3 weapons, but against us the weapons are not so good. Especially if you can follow up with some allies the following turn, but of course we have a lot of damage to deal with. We didn't draw a racksul, which is... yeah, which kinda sucks in this match, of course. Because, yeah, it's kinda the main part of this deck. Racksul is really nice to recover some cards while dealing some damage or gaining a lot of advantage. Card advantage, of course, and card advantage in this game is absolutely an important thing to do. And yeah, this is enough for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and put a like on the video. I really appreciate it. Bye.